Hi, you're here with Russell, Brad, and Sabine, the Greenclean team, and we just thought that we would do a little video explaining the different products on our website and what we're up to and how things work. So here goes. Russell's going to start off with the first product from Clayton in America. We got a partnership going on now where we're the Australian and New Zealand distributor of these structuring units. So you can get them through us. And Russell, would you like to talk about the under sink and shower unit?
Yeah, so that particular unit, once you've got it on your shower, obviously all your water is beautifully structured. The same with if you have it under your sink, it just means all the water in your sink is all going to be structured. Um, that's the first one. Then you've got a portable structuring handheld unit, and that particular unit is very good for breathing through. Because when you breathe through it, you're actually structuring the air, the water in the air.
Mm.
So it actually has a profound effect on your body very, very quickly. People do get a little bit of a head rush sometimes, and that indicative of what's going on with the structuring, because your body's getting flooded with structured water via your lungs. And then we have the structured water whole house unit. That unit you connect at the entrance of where the water enters your property or your pump if you're on tanks or something like that. And it is a much stronger unit than, say, the under sink unit, and it really has a profound effect on the whole house. The All sorts of things. Your whole house eventually gets structured so that you walk in and you feel comfortable, and it's a much more comfortable space to be in when all the air and the water in your house is structured. That's just a quick one on it.
Yeah, so the benefits of structured water are based on nature's principles. So once upon a time, we would have drank water from creeks and streams where the water's flowed down through all the rocks and done all the vortexes and spirals and picked up all the minerals. And back in the day when there wasn't any pollution and vehicles and trails in the sky and all sorts of stuff, it was healthy and good enough to drink from the streams. And that's the ideal water for our body to drink, structured water. Otherwise, the body's got to spend time and energy structuring the water that goes into your body.
A,
So
a lot of energy.
yeah, a crazy amount. So in other words, by drinking structured water, your body has more energy to eliminate toxins, rejuvenate cells, and all around you get better skin, better energy levels, better hair. You can spray it on your veggies. You can give it to the garden. Amazing results for the garden. And the portable one's good for when you're on the go in the car or you go camping or you go on a holiday, you take it with you, just pass the water through there. And if your water's a pretty good source, it doesn't have much crap in it, then you don't need to filter it because the structured water won't carry the information of the pollutants and toxins.
Mm.
So yeah, we've been noticing amazing changes by drinking this water. We all drink this water, and since we've been doing so, feel much clearer and more connected
Mm.
to consciousness, really.
Mm.
So yeah, that's the water structuring. We'll go down now
Mhm.
to the other
Yeah.
products.
And may I just quickly say that in our last interview with the global ambassador for the Dr. Emoto Peace Project with Michiko Hayashi, she also confirmed that, didn't she? That she said we are mostly water, and that's why also structured water is so important, and it holds that consciousness, and so and the memory and the purity and yeah, so I feel, and also as you explained, Russell, the unit that you can breathe the air. So it's really water is everywhere. It's the water molecules in the air, right? So water
Yeah.
everywhere. It's beautiful. Mm.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
there's no water in the air, you would suffocate.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You need the
Yeah.
water in the air.
So one of the
Mm.
most important things that we can do for our body is to drink good water.
Mm.
So
True.
next down, we've got land healing. Russell and
Mhm.
I completed a course with Haley. Russell did part 1, I did part 1 and 2, which then enabled me to do land healing, where we can locate positive and negative ley lines, underground water, EMF, and we can clear the energy of the property, get it running at its best vibration, as you would say, balance it out, clear any unseen negative influences. So that's something that we can do remotely or on site. And then, Russell, would you like to talk about the desert dweller?
Okay, so the Desert Dweller was a unit that we designed to put out into the desert to assist with bringing the rains back to the central desert of Australia. None have gone out there yet, but because we're still working on refining it and working out exactly how to create it so that it actually does what we're wanting to do. It's a very potent device. The coil around the outside can be slipped off there and put into your top of your harmonizer, and it enhances the harmonizer by, we don't know, but hundreds and hundreds of times more powerful once it's got the coil in it.
Mm.
And then we have the pulse nails, and the pulse nails basically are exactly what they say. You bury them in the ground below the surface, with the coloured end upward or the head of the nail upward, and that will pulse energy. It'll pulse out through the soil. It'll allow the moisture to be maintained in the soil. So therefore, all your microbes and all the goodies in the soil, your wormies, they all survive much better once you've got the pulse nails in the ground. And yeah, it's an early days on this particular product, but a lot of the feedback we're getting is very good,
Yeah.
and we've had some great success ourselves.
So just back on the desert dweller quickly, I will add that the coil itself is an Aquavac designed by Slim Sperling, and that in itself is a powerful healing tool that can be used on the body to drawing out inflammation and pain. But a lot of people put it outside and it's grounded, so it's good at clearing the sky above and also eliminating the particular trails up in the sky. So yeah, we'll just go down and keep cruising along to go through the different products. The NHS Spirit, the necklace. So that's a little orgone generator. It's also got a universal chip in it. A lot of people report being able to feel that, depending on one's sensitivity. That's got a healing energy. Some people say it's calming. Some people say it gives them more energy or life force. Some people say they can't sleep with it. Some people say they sleep better. So that's basically drawing in orgone that'll dock to your body's torus field and give you a stronger life force energy. So that's that one. Universal chip. So these chips are grounding and neutralizing, and what they do is they're stuck to different things such as a laptop, a telephone, the grounding rod that goes into the ground. That way, it will sort of get rid of all the dirty electricity in your household appliances by neutralizing it, harmonizing it. People put them on musical instruments for a better sound. They put them on the body, on the meridians, but mainly their application is for EMF.
Hmm.
So we'll move along to the borosilicate robot ball, which is the best structuring ball we have. This is for people that are on a bit of a budget and they can't afford the more expensive, better units from America. So they do also structure the water, not as much energy, not as good as the other units, but they do very much do the job. They're great for drinking bottles, animal feeding, in the bowls for the cattle or for the cat or the dog. baths. Water tanks are very popular. A lot of people put these in their water tanks. Dams also can be stuck to the body for healing purposes. So yeah, we'll move along from the roper ball. And we're up to the Nature Harmony Station 3.0 plus Orgone radiator. So that's got the Orgone beam that's made by Rustle, and also the NHS 3.0, which is also made by Rustle. And all these designs come from ERS in Germany. And basically, that one right there is the most easiest to use, practical way to do 50 kilometers. So the 3.0 on its own does 3 kilometers. With the Orgone beam, it'll do 50 kilometers, which is what we call large scale activation, which will remove stagnation in your area, promote more blue sky, more natural flow of clouds, actual proper clouds, real clouds, the nice healthy clouds.
Healthy rain.
It'll physically clear and dissipate trails, especially if you work with it and grab it and point it at them and use your intention. So you'll minimize the effect of the particular trails and the geo, you know what, and you'll create more balance and harmony to promote more natural weather. Lighter rain in some cases. Most of the areas that have a few of these don't get bad flooding, where other areas that don't have them would get flooded. So there's a bit of a mitigation going on there with too much rain, and also in some cases bringing rain when needed. So yeah, the little 3.0 is the one next to it, and the nice Agnihotra cup there. That one's a great healing tool. We can make Urza creams and heal the body of pain and inflammation. We'll soon be doing a course with and learning how to run those workshops for people to teach them how to make their own creams. That's a good little harmonizer to have on your balcony, in your house. Will also help with EMF. And it's a little cloud generator too. So that's a pretty versatile, compact, easy to use unit. Russell, would you like to talk about the flagship, probably the most popular one that we send in a kit, or in this case, we send it built, and that's the NHS 2.0.
Yeah, so that's the as you say, the main unit. It's creating a massive toroidal field via the layering in a Reichian way, where you have felt and steel and felt and steel, and that captures the orgone energy, and then eventually puts it out through the tube, down into the water and out the top as well. And you end up creating a very large toroidal field of harmony. So your animals are happier, your neighbors are happier, all the water's feeling better, and your garden just loves it. We had someone yesterday show me some lemons just next to their harmonizer, and they were 2 or 3 times the size of a normal lemon. They were huge. So all sorts of interesting anomalies like that start to happen around your property.
Yeah, so great benefits for the garden, for the sky, clearing the sky, generating healthy natural clouds, rain, but teamed up with Orgone Beam, much more powerful, 10 times powerful, but also great just to have on its own as something in your yard. It's a bit of a feature in the yard. The animals love to drink out of it. The birds love to land on it, and just a good way of creating harmony in your property.
And so what it's actually one of the features that it has is that it actually clears the etheric space between the ground and the clouds. And one of the issues with all the geoengineering is that we have a lot of muck in the space between the earth and the clouds. And while that's there, the trees can't communicate with the clouds and say, we need rain, we need rain. And so what this does is it actually clears the space so that the trees actually get to chat with the clouds, and the clouds get to chat with the trees, and they have a good communication.
Yeah, because nature should be all connected and working in sync. And when there's man-made pollutants, that stops nature from resonating with itself. So yeah, we'll continue to go down.
May I
Right.
add something to the harmony station? Because
Please.
because we've been talking a lot about weather and nature, of course, but I feel maybe also to mention, and you mentioned that it's especially with the 3.0, that it's a healing tool as well. And I feel like, especially with the harmony station, I feel it also brings a lot of harmony to human beings and all living things. And because Wilhelm Reich, he was a psychoanalyst, and when he worked with people, he discovered that a lot of people had a stagnant energy within, and so then he started working with people and realizing that there is this life force energy where people have taken on like a body armor. And I feel it's very similar with nature. What we are doing, how it's helping is it's sort of, bringing that harmony through that pulsation of the orgone energy to, helping weather patterns. And as you said, Russell, it's sort of spiraling or pulsating between the heavens and the earth and bringing balance. And I really feel like wherever I've been living, or also on the last property, putting there a harmony station, even the neighbors, they could feel a greater harmony among everyone. And it was quite, even though they didn't know that I put it there, but they said, I don't know, something's different and it feels really nice. So I feel like we're really, it helps us dissolve any stagnant energies inside as well, which I love.
No,
Absolutely.
that's true. Thanks for saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
so last night, Russell and I watched a bunch of quantum physicists and scientists talk about orgone, and there's actually been 50 years of science. So the orgonomy has been going on for ages. Wilhelm Reich was the guy to set it off. And this stuff was actually measured, captured, photographed, you name it. They went through all the processes of proving that it worked, but because it didn't fit with the narrative, it just got, put under the rug. So now we're at a time where all this tech's coming out again. The structured water, the harmonizers, the EMF, and the coils and the copper and all this stuff. It's all coming out, and it's a time for everyone to get active and do their part. So the NHS Mini that we may take out of production if we don't sell more, because basically we built them and put them on the website and they haven't been so popular. So that's just a mini version of the NHS 2.0. And next to that, with the eagle on top, we have a kit. So this is the easiest, most affordable way to build your own harmonizer. The process takes about 6 hours, comes with a manual and a video of how to do it. So Sabine, could you just press the other pictures there on that one?
Sorry, on the kit.
Yeah, there's a few more pictures there.
Yep.
So you inside the kit,
Let's see what
which
we
we
got.
prepare, it comes with all the parts except the poles. You will need a stainless or aluminium pole.
No, steel.
Steel.
Sorry.
Yep. So, and you will need a bucket, no holes. So you can see on the left here. Could you please just click? Do they come bigger or?
Yeah, they should. I think the reception is a bit slow. Oh, yeah. So they're a bit slow. Anyway, it's happening.
Anyway, you can see them.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so there's some of the pieces in the kit.
Steel, wool, felt.
Yeah, all the different materials we
Papers.
need. The only thing that we don't send because of its size is the pole and the bucket, which will help you tell you which one to get and how all that works. So yeah, that's a good do-it-yourself option to make the NHS 2.0 that we described before.
Cool. Beautiful.
So we go back to the main home screen. and the Orgone Beam, Russell.
Yeah, okay. So the Orgone Beam is a very potent little device. And what it does again is it clears the space between the earth and the clouds, so that good communication, nature's communication can happen again. And it's got a lot of different materials, a lot of different crystals in it, and it's all designed to do this particular job of clearing the space. And when I say clearing the space, I say those lines in the sky disappear. So that's always a great thing.
But it's a booster as well.
Yeah.
The other device.
Yeah, it boosts. All the other devices get boosted by it. So like the harmonizer, the 2.0, it does about 3K, but as soon as you add the beam to it, it goes up to 50. So it's a great accompaniment to the harmonizer, to the 3.0. Unto itself, it's fantastic. And we've also found that they are a remarkable healing tool. We've had some remarkable experiences with the tool assisting in situations that would are problematic illness-wise. And so I can't find the words to say how good they are. And they've got all sorts of beautiful little things like diamonds in them, and rubies, and
different minerals.
yeah, lots of different minerals.
Agnihotra.
Yep.
Oh, there's a lot going on in there.
Yeah.
Quite a process to make them, hence the price and the rarity of this. Like, there isn't really anything else like this on the market that we've come across.
No.
So yeah, it's very powerful booster, harmonizer, sky clearer, and healing tool. So that's the Orgone Beam. And what else have we got down there? Oh, got Earth's coming on. So for today, we'll leave it at that. And we're going to put this out there for you guys to learn a bit more about the product. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yep.